Good evening and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekend, the show. I'm Mal Lee, your host for this evening. Hope everyone's keeping well out there and hope you've had a fantastic weekend, to be honest. What more can we say? It was a bit brisky out and about at the Walton Kirkdale today. I was there from 8:15 in the morning and I didn't leave till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Watched both my grandsons play football and it was great to see one of them on the score sheet, and that was a last minute goal, I must admit, and it was also a sign for me to say my farewells and then get off and start preparing to do the Grassroots Weekend show. Well, I hope whatever you've been doing, and especially if you've been outside at grassroots football, watching the kids play or being part of the kids playing football, I hope it's been a fantastic weekend for you. Now, it was yesterday at the North Liverpool JFL, and apologies to everyone on YouTube and also on the podcast show, SoundCloud. For some reason the show did not load up, so I'm going to attempt it again and try and get it loaded up for Monday. That was the Saturday show, to be honest. Now we're on the Sunday show, so welcome all. So please have a little look in on the Monday night and hopefully it'll be up and running. I don't know what the problem is, but something on the lines. It could be the camera, it could be the laptop, it could be anything to do with YouTube. I'm not too sure, but for some reason the videos are not loading up. Hopefully this one does and you're watching it this evening. Let's just hope it all is and it's all systems go. Anyway, whatever you've been doing, and I hope your teams have had a fantastic day, win, lose or draw. It was great to see nice dry weather. All the grass pitches were all on the lake games that we were all over Merseyside. Pitches were pitch perfect, as we say. So whatever you were, I hope it was exactly the same. Sun was shining. It was lovely in the morning, then it started in the afternoon to get a little bit colder. And obviously that's what it is. It's all about grassroots football. So I think it's going to be mild next week as well. Referees, I hope you've had a great, fantastic weekend. With no animosity towards yourselves, your good selves, and it was nice to have a little debate with Jack and Kevin, who were met in the cafe at the Jeffrey Humble, and we sat there and I asked them the question, and the question was, and it was just like a little debate. I'd like to ask them both a question and I'd like to hear their answers. With everything that's going on in social media, with the abuse that we're hearing about towards referees, and I think everyone knows my opinion on a referee strike. The question was, would you be prepared to strike? And it was really interesting comments that I heard from Kevin. Basically, you know, I'll try and get him on the show, and Jack as well, as we discussed. We'll have one or two referees coming in to talk about this, because I think it really is an important subject. Now, I think if there was a referee strike, my honest opinion, I think that the county FAs now would react to it, and I was talking to league members as well if there was a referee strike, and I think what they're about to do is to use the managers to do their own games, because they'll have a big backlog of games as well. Now, if this is okay with the FAs and what have you, they've got DBS checks safeguarded, then why shouldn't they referee if something like that in the junior leagues I'm talking about, where leagues are happening, which was Kevin's point, with the amateur leagues, the adult leagues. There's a lot going on in there, but if a referee is happy with 6, 7s, 8s, 9s and 10s in those leagues, then why should they not referee? They would support them in other ways, but my honest opinion, and it's Jack's as well, I don't think he wants to referee, because the young referees like the money, and if they're not getting the abuse, why strike and create a problem? Well, it's going to be a debate. My honest opinion is I wouldn't like to see a referee strike. I don't think the FAs would, the county FAs, and I think they'll do everything to combat that this time. And really, what point does it make if you're fully employed? We discussed this as well. Yeah, that's a big difference. If you're backed by unions, whatever it may be, or if it was a full-time job. But this isn't a full-time job, and you've got to look at kids. Kids who are suffering, teams who are not verbally abusive, and I've seen plenty of them, quite a few, you know. So will it work? Won't it work? There's organisations calling for strikes out there. you know, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Referee, manager, parent, committee member, mal@don'textheline.com. What would your opinion be? Because I know North Liverpool and Walton Kirkdale, they was out there all day today as well, trying to make sure there is just the manager and the coach on the pitch, on the sidelines, and it's working a treat. And North Liverpool do exactly the same, and we've seen the lanyards that they're all wearing ourselves to be spotted, and the parents are starting to realise they can't go on the pitches. Fantastic, that is what it's all about. Don't go on the pitches, stay off, just leave that to the manager and coach or assistant, whatever you want to call it, and let the kids enjoy their football. And it seems to be working on the 3G pitches. Obviously it won't work on the grass pitches because, well, really you're supposed to have barriers up. If you can get the barriers, you can afford the barriers. If the manager's got the time to put the barriers up and take them down, then so be it. But I know some leagues do have barriers up all the time. Good luck to them, and well done to them as well, because they're trying to safeguard the referee, and you know, no pitch encroachment, as we say as well. So if it works on the grass, it should work on the 3G pitches as well. No pitch encroachment. Leave the referees to do their job, and everything should be honky-dory. The kids are enjoying the football more. But you'll still get your abusive parents, and we know that the county FA and the FAs are starting to put plans together, if not already done, to serious consequences, which could lead to your parents being banned, maybe a lifetime ban. It all depends what they're banned for. Safeguarding issues, the parents need to realise it's not just your child when you're effing and blinded on a sideline who it's being affected by this, but the people around you as well. Clubs are getting fined, and it's the person who's caused that problem that really should be getting fined, not the clubs as a whole, for controlling the parents. They don't know what that parent's going to say. If it was going on week out, week in, and you know, and you're witness to it and you're not doing anything about it, then there's a big difference whatsoever. Like, I did not know the other day there was things being said because you're far away on a pitch side, and you can't do anything about it to stop it. But the committee members are out and about, and they will do it as well. And lo and behold, if it keeps happening, that the teams are throwing out, and also pitch encroachments as well. The teams are warming up, they're throwing out the league. The committees are really putting a stop to these things. Don't want parents on the sideline, on the pitches, by the way, behind the barriers. That's the way they should be. So every league, and I know, are really putting a positive move into these things and trying to do something different. They're really being strong. They're going to work with the county FAs and the FAs. They want to get their leagues in order as well. So hats off to committees for doing this. I think it's an absolutely fantastic thing that they're doing. This year they're stronger. So we need all managers and parents to be involved as well, and just stand back, take a back seat, and work together as one, as a football family, and make a difference to all these kids and referees as well. Referees do need protecting. If you'd ask me why there's a shortage of referees on the Saturdays and Sundays in the leagues that we do, there's no reason why. It's not because of verbal abuse, aggressive behaviour. It's because the referees have got other appointments or something else to do on that day, because they do have a life. They're only human. They have some family time as well. Some might want to work or referee one week, the next week they're off, and so on and so on. But it's people who are pinpointing that they're so far short of referees just because of the verbal abuse is beyond me. It's not. And we need these good referees to come out and discuss, you know, the leagues and the managers that are really doing something about it, because you are yourselves, and we're all trying to combat it. We walk around, don't cross the line. And I didn't have much to say today to people, because it was more talk and it was more in conversation. People wanting to talk to you, people asking how things are going, how the kids are doing, and what have you. And it's great. And I did today, honestly. I didn't stop yesterday talking. People want to get in conversation. People do want to make a difference. And the kids, I talked to that many kids today, it was just unreal. It was nice to see Jake from Quarry Green, hadn't seen for 12 months, all the parents. It's nice when you have a rapport with a lot of people and you're talking in conversation and you're trying to make a difference, and they're trying to make a difference as well. And the comments are, now you're here, doesn't look like I can shout on the line. That's what you want to hear. The banter is welcome. It really is, really welcome. The encouragement, the passion, that's all welcome in grassroots football. That's what it's all about. Get behind them there, and a lot more clapping over the last 2 games that I've been there to see and to listen to as well. But as I say, it's a fantastic time to get together and work it together and show loads of respect on and off the field of play. So congratulations to everyone who've been out there and enjoyed themselves. Teams winning, teams drawing, teams losing. You know, what more can you say? That is part and parcel of grassroots football. Now, this is what you see, and it was great. Do you know what? There's so many managers and so many people who have called me by my first name, some that I don't even recognise, you forget, and you're thinking, oh my God, what's their name? And we've all done it, we've all been there. But I do not, you know, I'll stand and talk to them and have conversations to anyone who comes across to me, and anyone who messages me, I'll always have a conversation with them as well. I'm always there to talk, always there to chat, always there to make a difference. So if you need to, then you can do. Any referees want to chat, young referees who are just getting the feel of things, their mums, their dads, any of you just want to message me, I'll come back to you with any questions and I'll find out the answers if I don't know them. It's as simple as that, from the people who are involved in the hierarchy, as we say, your county FAs, your football associations. They'll have the answers and they'll be willing to give them to me, to give them to you if I don't know them. So, you know, if you want to be a referee, go to your local county FA, take the course. Managers are still coming to me now and saying they're taking the course, they want to get involved, they want to see kids playing football, they want to referee. Yeah, it's a few bob for them, but they want to referee kids football to make sure that they're there for them. So we were talking about a strike, a referee strike. People are still going on about it. Let's see what this week brings, what social media brings, because obviously there's a lot of games today played, so let's see what the grassroots side of things are. We had a young female referee, apparently who was verbally abused last weekend as well, not in the Merseyside League, but it doesn't matter where it was, so long as we all know where it happened, so we can all try and put an end to it. So I should imagine, you know, I've dealt with 2 or 3 females who have been through exactly the same, have been in tears over what managers or coaches or parents have said to them. And you know what? They carried on, they've got stronger and stronger, and I see them, and I honestly, I see the way they are now, the way they answer back, the way they turn on and go, nothing phases them. They've really got stronger, and it does make a difference. And I'm not saying go out there and start giving these referees verbal abuse to make them stronger. No, they shouldn't have to go through it in the first place. That's what I'm saying. So if you are an irate parent or spectator and you're thinking of going out to disrupt a game, cost the team a fine, your club a fine, I think all fines now should be dealt with by the FA if it's going to be, not the club. What I'm saying is the club can do take action, withdraw that parent, but I know the FAs are withdrawing them on your behalf, and I'm not too sure the way the kids are going to be suffering. But looking at that video that the FA have put out, a strong video, it's about a dad, you'll see him there, head in his hands, holding his head, and basically the words on the bottom are saying, what have I done? Why can't I go? What have I done to my sons playing football and going out and enjoying themselves just because he's irate and thinking he can shout at a referee or shout at anyone else, effing and blinding? That's got to stop. No swearing on the sidelines. These are kids, these are 6, 7, 8-year-old kids, and all the managers want to do is encourage the kids to play football. It's a tough thing, I'm telling you now, when you've got to do substitutions, when you've got to work out, and okay, you're putting your goals. This is what I was talking about on yesterday's show. Managers are finding it tough. It is tough, and it's even tougher when the parents are having a go at you. And honestly, you're trying to do your best for the children, and it is a hard job. And I think maybe these leagues could allow a parent to come on a touchline with a manager and show them the ropes as what you do. I'm not saying run the team every week, but to see what the manager's role is, to see what a committee's role is in junior football when they're trying to put these fixtures on, these games on, doing a brilliant job. Hats off to all the committee members. you know, just to see, and would they be interested in becoming a volunteer and getting involved themselves, rather than just shouting from the touchline at the coach, at the referee, at their own child, because they think they know better. So it really does need to be portrayed in a firmer way, and I'm sure that is up and running and up and coming as well. So together we can all be as one, and our motto, our club motto is, thanks to Rob, Lindsay, honestly, we've worked it together. Alone I am strong, together I am stronger, and or we are stronger, whichever way you look at that one. But that is a positive move. That's on the Don't Cross the Line badge. You'll see our club badge there. It's looking very important, and we just try and get a message across to as many parents as we possibly can. We're there for their children. We're there to give those kids a game. We're there to put a smile on their faces. We're there to encourage them to develop their football skills. That is what it's all about. It's not all about winning. There's a lot of education goes into that game, by the way, from managers and coaches as well, who are trying to support the children and give them the right attitude, bring those attitudes down. And you can help as well, mums and dads, you know, what at the the family life. We don't want the kids shouting, we just need the kids to be encouraged and to support and to play and to smile. They are kids. It's a game of football, and always remember, game. We were all there once, we were all adults, and we always remember the bad times, what happened with us in football. The kids will do exactly the same, but they'll also remember the good times. It's great scoring goals, it's not so great at conceding goals, but that's what football is all about. Winning, losing, drawing, we've got to get used to it. And life, unfortunately, is never ever perfect. And we know that by still the verbal abuse that is coming around, but the leagues are being stronger. And I think the parents, the Irish parents and spectators are starting to get the message that managers are now drumming it in, and they're taking more responsibility of their touchline as well, because they're telling the parents, not explaining, they're telling them it's down to yourself, it's your fine, you pay that fine, not the club this time. You have caused the problem, so this is what will happen. It's like a player causes problems, they get fined, they get deducted wages, so it's going to happen to the parents themselves. And if they can't afford it, well, the FA are going to take this action now, not just about verbal abuse. I'm sure they're going to turn around and say, well, there you go. Yeah, that might be the club's responsibility, but the club want to make it the parent or the spectator who's caused that problem in the first place. Encourage the kids. Remember, they play better when they're encouraged, applauded. You can see it in their faces. If they've got a little attitude, a little cob on, then the managers will deal with that and explain to them, you know, they hate coming off for sub, no matter how long it's for. You've got your little stopwatch out there trying to give those kids the same time as everybody else. You don't want to go over by a second or under by a second. It is hard to try and keep a tag on everything that's going on and encourage the kids to be what positions that they are in. So all it is football, kids football, and we need to respect that as well, don't we? We really do. As far as I'm concerned, I'm enjoying it. You know, more and more kids are coming running to you and playing games with their high fives, and it really is nice to know that the kids are starting to respect and understand the job that you're trying to do and support them as well. Anyway, we're coming up to the end of our show. I hope you've enjoyed the weekend show. I hope you've enjoyed your weekend's football. It's all about the kids' enjoyment. It's all about developing their skills on and off the field of play. And it's also about keeping our referees together. No ref, no game, which is trademarked by Don't Cross the Line, by the way. And we just act like some of the organisations who are using it to just come to us and see if they can use it, get our permission. And we know the FAI are using it, and the FAI do a lot of work with Don't Cross the Line. They support us in a big way. And they've also got a message, and I'm sure they'll give us the support that we just want. That's it. That's what it's all about. Please enjoy your game whenever you go out there, and let the kids play and leave the referees to officiate. That's the message that we have for Don't Cross the Line. no ref, no game. Trademarked, TM, by, don't cross the line. Same as the REFspect, don't cross the line. We're all as one. It's horrible when you've got to do these things, but we want to protect our bands, our logos as well, and I'm sure you'll all understand because we do a brilliant job. 20 years, our anniversary next December, this December coming. Okay, thank you for tuning into the show. We'll be back again next week on Friday evening, and we're just hoping to have a little guest with us, so I'll keep you informed, and if it is, I'll make an announcement. We're looking forward to seeing you on Friday evening with the young commentators. Then it's the weekend grassroots show once again. Myself, Manley, and all the team at the grassroots show, don't cross the line, REFspect campaign, no ref, no game, hearts of gold. What more could you ask for? Put your feet up, relax, and we'll see you on Friday evening at 7. Good night, God bless.